Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm going to tag a few people in. Let's see. Let's invite some friends. Hi, I hope everybody's doing well as we're all going through this quarantine. If you would just allow me a few minutes to finish doing my little invite. And then, hi, everybody. Hey, Tanette. How are you? Hi, Viv. Good to see you guys tuning in. Hi. We'll give people a few more minutes to log on. Glad to see you all. Hope everything is going well with you guys. I just kind of wanted to go on today. I'm going to come back on live on tomorrow. I have a guest that's going to come in and talk about some great information that we could be doing while we're quarantined. This has been a great experience for me. I can't speak for other people, but it has been a great experience for me. Hey, Viv, I miss y'all. Oh, I miss you. Um, but I've been reading posts and just looking at different things that's been posted on Facebook. I haven't been doing a lot on Facebook lately. But when I seen some of the things that was posted and how people are coping with being quarantined, a lot of things that I'm noticing. This is a good time for us to sit down and kind of gather our thoughts concerning our businesses and different things and learning more about our families, just doing some things that we kind of done pulled away from because we've been so busy doing so many other things. But I realized that it all depends on how well you look at your situation as you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. If you're going to concentrate on building your business and learning more about things that you could do to expand where you are. So on tomorrow, I'm going to have a special guest. We're going to talk about some things that we can do to help build our businesses, to expand the things that we can do. You can look at this thing from two sides. I don't look at it as being a situation where, I'm down and out or whatever. I do take the time to finish books I needed to finish writing, just things that you need to do. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I realize those of us that are in business, this is a great time to prepare for times like this to come so we won't be caught off guard anymore. So we're going to talk about that on tomorrow on some things that will help encourage us all as we're going through this quarantine, things that we could do to better our businesses, better ourselves, better our families, better our relationships, you name it. So I'm hoping that you will tune in on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Instead of doing Let's Talk About It Tuesday today, we're going to do Let's Talk About It with the guest on tomorrow. I have a special guest that I really want you to tune in and listen to. And we will talk about some things that we can do to help build our immune system as we're going through this. This is a good time to start eating a little bit more healthier and just how to just practice what we've moved so far away from is just how to handle ourselves and how to be cautious with touching different things that we kind of just have taken for granted, but now people are more conscious of it. So we're going to talk about it in depth on tomorrow, and I hope that you tune in. Tell a friend that we will be live on tomorrow and talking about it and giving some great pointers on some things that we could do. If you have any questions or anything that you may want to have questions answered, please feel free to inbox me that information. We will address anything that you want to talk about dealing with different things that you're dealing with while you're being quarantined. Once again, it's my pleasure to come to you with information, but please tune in on tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central Time. We will be talking and answering questions. Thank you. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? I'm missing all of you guys, but it's good to know that you all are doing well and taking the precautions and the measures that needs to be taken, because this is a serious matter. And I do want to address some issues that have been forward to me and that I've read and seen that we do need to talk about, especially in our business, because to some of us, if we don't work, we don't make any money. But you know what? That's why it ain't good to put all your eggs in one basket, because there are other things that we can do, that we can add on to our business, that will have a cash flow, instead of, hey darling, instead of having everything that if I don't work, I don't eat. Well, there are so many other things that we can add to our businesses that could have us a continual cash flow. And so I'm going to talk about that. Many of you all know I've started my hair product. I have a hair product line, have books that I'm doing, I have an online school. So there are other things that are going on that, even during this time that I'm sitting at home, that's continually functioning for me. And so I want to share some information with those that are trying to, just try to find their way and make things work for them. So we're going to talk in depth about that. And, I've always told you, if I know some stuff, I don't mind sharing so it can help you. And so I'm going to do that. So please tune in on tomorrow at 6. We're going to answer some questions. Hopefully, we can help some people get started on some things that they can do to keep their business going. And so, hey guys, hey Tawana, hey Bookie. And, as I stated earlier, one thing I'm very glad that happened, that I started this online class that has been very productive for me, because during this time, I'm not worried on how things are going to work out for me, or if I got money coming in. It's working for me. And so I'm grateful for that, and to have my hairline branded and ready to go. It will soon be online to order. So I'm really excited about that. So I want to share some things that you could do, or and possibly help you along the way with getting your stuff started. So you don't have to be sitting here or sitting around saying, hey, if I don't work, I don't eat. No, that's not how it's supposed to be, because there's so much that we could be doing. And like I said, while you're sitting at home and, everybody at a place where they kind of got to sit still, there are so many things that we could finish, that we can, things that you hadn't finished. Go ahead and start and get it done, So there's a lot that we all could be doing to keep our finances flowing like we need them to. Where you don't worry. This is not a time for us to be worrying. That's why it's important that we put everything in place. I spoke with someone today. We were talking about cosmetologists, especially, that don't have insurance, that have not set up where their business has been legitimized, and things like that, that keep the cash flow and, get the things that they need during times such as this. Well, now is a good time. If you don't have it in place, now is a good time to get it done. And so, and I'm grateful to God that we have means and ways for that to be done. So now is not a time to feel bad about what's going on. You know what? There are people dying, and I hate to hear that. I really do. But we know we got to take the precautions and be safe and do the things that need to be done, And I know people say, well, hey, I got to do this. Hey, I got to do this. I got to do that. But you know what? Your life is on the line. Let's be real. Let's look at this thing from the right perspective. That's why things need to be in place where you won't have to go through this panic stage or worrying, okay? And so this online school could not have came at a better time. It's still flowing and doing what it's supposed to do. And books are being written and published. So we're grateful for that. Again, my friend Janice Evans have been just sending out information for others to get branded. And, some people don't feel like they need to do that. But I'm here to tell you, now's the time for us to start owning our stuff. Now's the time to start putting your stuff in its proper place, getting it done. Many times when I was teaching cosmetology, I told students, I'm going to own this. I'm going to own a school. I'm going to do these wigs for cancer patients. I'm going to do all this. And during the time that I was teaching, it didn't look like I was going to get any of it done. I just kept working, kept believing, and kept trusting God. As a result of it, I am 55 years old now, and things that I believed God for when I was 23, God is manifesting it now in my life. So I want to get on here and help someone that's looking for an out, that's looking for a way. When I first started cosmetology, I promise you, I did not have a clue what I was going to do. And that's in anything in my life. I had no idea. I done made some bad choices. I've fallen down. I've gotten back up. I've worked with some people. I've worked with none. So now I'm at a place now where, hey, Vicki, I'm in a position where I can help those that need my help. Found out, just last month, I think I was in Georgia doing a class, and my guest tomorrow is Dr. Kima Diggs, and she has some great information that will help you, help me, help us. And we want to make sure we get that information to you, because you know what, being in the field of work that I'm in, and I've done it 30 plus years. I'm just learning the value of really putting everything in its proper place. That means that your business being legitimate. You're taking care of you're paying your taxes and you're doing all those things that make a business be real. And during times like this, you don't have to worry if you qualify for this, or if you're able to get this. If something happens, you are able to get it, because you've positioned yourself in such a way that you don't have to worry about, if you're going to be that person to get whatever it is that you need. If you do it right the first time, you don't have to worry about when crises come or situations come. Just as this, I don't think it's, I can see what God is doing, because I'm going to tell you something. I have gone through a lot of things that others have written me about and talked to me about, and they're trying to find their way through. But I'm here to tell you, if you go ahead and get it right the first time, you don't have to worry about crisis like this, and everything that you need, you'll be able to get it. And this is no time for us to panic, okay? And I'm grateful to God that I'm in a position. If you need my help, you can contact me. I will help you with all the information that I have. And like I said, on tomorrow, I'm gonna have a guest on, and we're gonna be talking about those different things, and I'm gonna tell you something. The thing that blesses me the more is realizing, once you have a dream of things that you want to do, I'm not saying it happens overnight, but what I will say, if you stay focused, you can get it done. Whatever the business may be. You have to just stay focused. And you're going to hear a lot going on in your ear. People are going to be talking. But you make sure some things you can't tell anybody. All you got to do is just make it happen. And that's what's going on right now. So she's going to come on tomorrow, Dr. Diggs. Her name is Dr. Kima Diggs. And we're going to talk about different things that you would probably want to know on how to get your business set up exactly right. And you know what? It don't matter what the business is. The principles are the same. Hey, how you doing? And, so I appreciate those that have called me, have sent in information, just stuff. And like I said, positioning yourself, you don't have to worry about when stuff happens like this. A lot of people are at home, but my business is still flowing. It's still going. The online school is doing perfectly well. The books are being published. Products are being made. So what I'm saying is that don't put your eggs all in one basket. We have to have several different streams of income in order for us. Hello, my friend, Arnetta Rogers, who is such a blessing to me. Also, I'm going to get her to get on here to talk to you all too, because she has information that has helped me or is helping me, and it will help you too. Because you know what? There are so many things that we do sometimes when we set up our businesses, and we don't think we need certain things. Yes, we do. We need them. Because you know what? If something happens to you right now and you can't go to work, you got to figure out how you're going to make it. Okay? So if you set yourself up for success, then you don't have to worry about different things. When I first started in cosmetology, no, I didn't look far off. When I started, I was in my early 20s. I'm 55 years old now. And so, no, I didn't look to see what, I didn't look up. I enjoyed the money that I was making. I enjoyed spending it. But check this out. I did not set up for years to come until just maybe in the last 7 years that I prepared for such a time as this. And so I'm here to tell you, it is a blessing to use godly wisdom, okay? And so, it's there for us. And and I'm going to tell you, this crab mentality, we must stop that. We got to stop. All of us can be successful in our businesses, okay? But everybody needs to set your business up right in order for it to stand. Because, somebody right now don't have a clue how they're going to keep their business going. Somebody somewhere has just opened up a new salon and boom, this happens. Oh, how am I going to pay for this? Or how am I going to do this? Or it's going to eat up all my money. Let me tell you something. If you set it up right, stuff like this is a piece of cake. You don't worry about it. And so that's why we want to bring you information that will help you. So that your business can survive. Wigs by Suzette, I don't worry about if it's going to survive. It's surviving. I don't worry about P2P Certification Institute. Why? Because it's surviving. You know why? Because I put things in place, and I'm putting things in place. So as you hear this information, you meet these people that can do this for you, I'm telling you, you need to take a piece of that pie. And the reason why, you'll be able to relax at home, do things that need to be done. If you haven't legitimized your business, you need to. You don't have anything else to do. You're at home. Get on the computer. Use it for that. Get on the computer, fill out your paperwork. If you don't know what papers you need to get done, then you can inbox me. I will even tell you. Get in touch with the persons that you need. If you're a cosmetologist or barber or whatever, and you don't have insurance, you don't have medical insurance or anything of that nature, we have people that can do that for you, that can get you that information. Nobody should be without. Because now, it's easy for people to say that I own this or I have this or I got this. That's wonderful. But the proof is in the pudding. When things happen and you have things in its proper place, when trouble comes, you don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to tell you, God is wisdom. Those of you that hear what I'm saying, you're held accountable for that you know now. So let's get it together. I came on just to encourage you for that and let you know I will be on at 6 tomorrow with someone, and we will be talking about those things, getting your business in place, getting your stuff legitimized, putting it together right. You know, one thing I can say, as I stated earlier, when I first started, I fell a lot. I fell a whole lot. Nobody told me, hey, Suzette, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. I was just, working, making good money. I was making real good money. But you know what? I was spending it fast as I was making it. And I never set anything aside. But I'm here to tell you now, I ain't worried like I used to be. Why? Because when you start putting things in its rightful place, you don't worry about it. So whatever happens, I don't have to worry, And so I want to share that information with you so you can have your stuff done correctly. And, and so let's do that. Let's get on this live on tomorrow at 6. I'm going to have Dr. Diggs on here, and eventually I'm going to have somebody else on here. I'm going to get Arnetta on here, Rogers, who you all really need to listen to her. The information she has is what we need. We need it now more. This situation right here shows us right now, hear me good, that those that were not prepared for this right here, they're hurting right now. You don't have to hurt forever. Let's fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let's fix it. Get your house in order. Get your stuff together. It has been my pleasure. I am Dr. Suzette T. Robinson, and I'm going to come back on tomorrow if the Lord says the same, and with Dr. Kima Diggs, and we're going to talk about I don't know the title yet, but I'm going to post it. But we're going to talk about some information that you all going to need to know. And that's right. Arnetta, let's fix it. That's what it needs to be called. Let's fix it. And so I'm going to see if I can get Arnetta in as well so you all can hear from her. And let me tell you something. One thing I will tell you. If you're not in place right now in your business, don't be embarrassed. Let's all come together and let's fix it. I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of times people don't want you to know that they don't have things in place. But if I see you panicking and I don't see your doors open up when this is over or, whatever, then I know you didn't have it together. But now is a time to fix it. So that's the topic. Thank you, Arnetta. It's going to be let's fix it. And so we're going to come together and we're going to collaborate and talk about this so that we can help each other. Let's build a lasting legacy. Many of y'all saw the, if you hadn't seen it, it's on Netflix about, hey, Melvina, hey, Trina, about Madam C.J. Walker. That was a very inspiring story. And I went on to read about Annie Malone as well, who also was very inspiring to me. But this is one thing I'm going to tell you I learned about that is everybody wants to be, a lot of people want to be wealthy. I got it. But you know where wealth starts? Wealth don't start when you get the money. You become wealthy way before you get money or things. It's a state of mind, a state of being. So you have to set your business up in such a way that you got millions here before you get millions here. So, and what I'm saying is that a lot of times people don't want to spend money. But I'm going to tell you something. In order for you to make money, you're going to have to spend some. You're going to have to spend some money. And as Arnetta have online, how much are you worth? You know, how much are you worth? To me, I'm worth a lot. So the time that I stayed in class, times I was doing school, when it seemed like I wasn't gonna ever finish, just things, writing those books and wondering if anybody was gonna read them. And now I got a textbook, so I don't have to worry about if somebody's gonna read them because through P2P Institute, that book is certified for that class. So what I'm saying is that don't worry about if anybody's gonna go along with you. If you're doing it for you, if you're building your business for you, you got to believe in you. So yes, I'm worth it. I'm worth it to myself. And so as a result of it, during this time, I'm not panicking, okay? And so that's the reason why we need to fix it. If you don't have your stuff in order, now's a great time to get it going. So I'm hoping that I've said something that will inspire, and give you some hope and help you see the light. This ain't the time for us to be pointing fingers. I've listened to a lot of stuff. Listen to people talk about people doing hair at home and all of that. Let me tell you something. All that's all well and good. But if your stuff is not together, it ain't going to matter. It ain't going to matter. Let me read let me see, Jordan. I tell people that all the time. Been in business for 26 years, and it took money to make money. Invest in yourself. You know what? You are so telling the truth because a lot of times people don't want to invest in themselves. Looking forward to tuning in tomorrow. Thank you, Tanette. I want you to tune in, and hopefully we can answer some questions that will really help. And let me tell you something. You want your business to flourish, you've got to do the proper things to get it done. Let me read what Donnie Robinson wrote. No one is exempt from crisis. You don't have to be its next victim. Yeah, you don't have to be its next victim. Do it now. Time is on your side. And then you know what? It's how you view this time. If you're looking at it as, I don't understand why we just can't go to work or why we can't do this. Let me tell you something. There is a legitimate reason why we're sitting at home. You know why? Now it's time to get things right. Ain't none of us missing nothing for real. We got breath in our bodies. These people are dying. People are dying. Okay? And so here you are. You got breath in your body. Sit down. I challenge you all. We're doing a vision board in our church. And our pastor, which happens to be my husband, Pastor Donnie Robinson, has challenged all of us. Sit down and do a vision board. You need to do a vision to see where you're going. Some of us got our vision up here. You need to take it from up here and put it on here so you can see it every day. See where you're going, and it will help you stay on track. So that's what we're doing. And it is very important that we do it because a lot of times we have great ideas, but if you don't put it down, it's just like this. You'll forget it. And sometimes I'll go back and write it. You may not be able to write it. That just may be the end of it. But let's take time and get it right. And invest in yourself. Invest in yourself by getting the right information so that you can survive in any storm. Anything that comes, you'll get ready. You'll get ready for it. Write the vision and make it plain. You better say that. Now, that's the truth. That's the word. And let me tell you something. Because if you don't take time to put your vision in place, you'll never find out where you're going. You start this and won't finish. You start this over here and this won't be done. Crisis come, ain't nothing rooted and grounded. And I'm going to tell you, this is an eye-opener for us. This should be an eye-opener, I should say, for us. We should wake up from this. Get up and get the job done. Let's fix it. So I hope that you were blessed by something that was said. And tune in on tomorrow. The Lord said the same. Oh, yeah, Sandra. I'm so glad you tuned in. Sandra is on the live, you guys. And she's another one that you all definitely need to hear from. I'm very proud of her. You know, and she's always trying to give us good information about our business. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of us think we got it all together, but we're missing some vital parts. Check this out. If one of your vital organs stop working in this body, a vital organ, it's going to shut that body down. So her book is a vital piece that every cosmetologist, we need it. I got to get it. Why? Because you know what? Everybody has a piece. Everybody has a piece. And it's like a puzzle. You can have the puzzle, but if it's missing a piece, the puzzle is not complete. So what I'm saying, this person may have something, this person may have something, and this person may have something. When we all come together and put it all together collectively, it completes the puzzle. And so Sandra is a vital part of what we need to. We definitely need to hear from her. I'm going to try to get with her so we can hear from her because it's information that we need. So let's tune in tomorrow and hear from Dr. Kima Diggs, because we're going to talk, and I'm going to try to get these other people, these other pieces of the puzzle. I'm going to try to get it all together because we need this. We see what shape this is going in, and we see how it has affected our industry. So if your business is not in position, get in position. Let's fix it. So I've enjoyed my time talking to you guys. It is such a pleasure always to talk to you all. And I'm going to get in touch with you, Sandra, and I'm going to get in touch with you, Arnetta, and we're going to kind of make some things happen because people need to hear what you have because it is very important. Because I've been hearing from some of the cosmetologists and, barbers alike. And you know what? It saddens me. Oh, God, it saddens me because it saddens me because a lot of us are not in position where we need to be. And you know what? We can get there. So let's fix it. Let's stop all this talking about one another, posting pictures about hairstyles that we do. All that is beautiful. But when crisis comes that has just hit us, then what are we doing? Besides sitting at home complaining, wondering, well, I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills. You shouldn't be wondering how you're going to pay your bills. You should already know. You should already know. So we need to get in a better position where we can get things done. Donnie Robinson wrote, you need a vision on paper. It tells you two things. One, it tells you where you're going. Two, it tells you, let me see. I got to click on him. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I think I lost it, Donnie. Oh, it tells you where you're going. And it also tells you where you don't want to go. She said, yes, Mr. Donnie. I love you too, Princess. So what I'm saying is that we've got to, look, y'all, and this don't just go for cosmetologists. I'm talking about cosmetologists in particularly because I've been hearing more whining and crying on how we're going to survive. I will. How we're going to survive. We should already have that in place to know how we're going to survive. And so, but this should be our eye-opener. This should wake us up from this long winter's nap, and we should be in a better position to get things done. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you know what? It ain't just a wake-up call to our industry. It's to any business owner. Why? Because you need to see there's some things we need to have in place that need to be better placed for us. Crisis don't come to destroy us. They come to make us. And it's how you respond to the crisis. So what I'm saying is, don't whine about it. Don't cry about it. Sit down and find out what you need. Don't be too stout-hearted to ask for information when you know you need it. Because now is the time to get the information that you need so you can weather the storm. You don't have to wait on nobody to send you a stimulus check. Okay? Because you would have already stored up and had things in place. You don't spend up everything you make. You put money aside for such a time as this. And you position yourself just right. Well, when that time comes, you have something to go to. You know, having a vision, Sharon writes, having a vision is a blessing and an open door for your future. You better say that. It is an open door. And so, hey, Sharon, how are you? So it's no time to sit around and whine and cry. And you know what? Sit down and do this for yourself. Find out where you're going. Know where you're going. Don't just talk out your head. That ain't working. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Somebody's sitting down right now waiting to check when they're going to release the checks. Really? What if they don't send them? How you going to make it then? See, you got to have stuff in place now. You can't wait. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. But today that you have breath in your body, sit down and get it together. You ain't got nothing but time. You're not supposed to be out anywhere anyway. And some people are still strolling around like everything is okay. Those are the people that's going to be caught out. They're going to get caught outside. And so, you know, that's right. So we've got to put ourselves in position. Many of us want a lot of things. We want our businesses to grow. We want things to work for us. Well, hey, why not go ahead and sit down and get your stuff together? And I'm going to tell you, the people that are going to be talking to us, they have the information. Hey, baby, they're going to have the information that we need. And you know what? I've been looking at their stuff and following them and saying, oh, I need to call them. And so I got a chance to talk to Arnetta today. And she blessed me with information that I need. So I'm telling you, get your stuff together. Don't wait until it's too late. And I'm going to tell you, the time ain't later. It's N-O-W. It's the now. You know, so, you know, let's do better because we can. And stop waiting on somebody else to feed us. You know, we need faith over fear. I agree. And I say this. Waiting on somebody to, if you're saying that you're a business owner, you own your own business, you do this, you do that, and the other, then surely you have an emergency fund for yourself and your business. If you don't, it's not too late. Let's get started now. Let's make it happen. I had to learn the hard way that I needed to take my business to another level because I had been doing business just like Russian roulette, almost about to shoot myself in the foot or the head, whichever one. Both would hurt. But because I was making a lot of money, I was spending it so fast. And I wasn't putting it in like getting my business license, like, you know, none of that stuff. I was just working. And I know many people that work that way. And I got hurt one time. I had a car accident. I had a salon. And I had a car accident. I was at the salon, actually. Left from the salon to go to the store. Got in the car, went to the store before I could I made it to the store and bought these vanilla cookies I wanted and was headed back to work. Before I could get back to work, I got hit. A car ran into me, T-boned me, put me up against a telegram pole. It broke my collarbone. So I went from making lots of money to not being able to work at all. I didn't have nothing in place. My salon went under. Just a lot of stuff that I was used to paying for and having, I was in bad shape. When I got back on my feet, I had to learn from that. So what I'm saying now, I'm still looking at people that are thinking like I thought. But that day I got hit changed my life. And this pandemic should change yours. It should make you want to position yourself in such a way that you don't have to worry about things like this, because anything can happen. Not just what has happened, but anything can happen. And you want to be in a good position where you can survive, you can weather the storm, and you don't have to worry about how you're going to make it from one day to the next. I'm not worried about people that's doing hair in their houses and all that. I'm talking about these people that's licensed, that have taken the initiative to go to school, to get licensed, to do all this stuff. Get your stuff, get your life and your business in order. I want to read what Sharon said. Amen. It is good to get yourself together and always plan ahead. Always. You're absolutely right. Because, many of us have children. Well, my children are grown and they take care of themselves. But when they were small, I thank God he took care of me, because I didn't have any sense, because I had put nothing away. Anything could have happened, and it did. So, now we use social media for a lot of things. We post a lot of stuff. Get on these devices that we pay so much money for and legitimize your business. Legitimize you. Get your stuff together. Use it for that. So on tomorrow, 6 o'clock, please tune in. We're going to try to give you information that will help you where you can get where you need to be. And during this time and any other time when crisis comes, you're not going to be running around trying to wait on somebody to pay you. Well, my business, if I shut the doors, I teach a class and I ask people, are you a business person or self-employed? Most of them say, I'm self-employed. I'm a business person. Let me tell you the difference between the two. Self-employed, when your business is not operating, your business stops. When you're not working, your business stops. But a business person set their business up when they're not working or can't work. The business continue to produce and continue to flourish. So you have to make up in your mind, which one are you? Are you self-employed or you a business person? So if you're self-employed today, get online tomorrow and find out how you can be a business person so that your business can flourish and continue to flow and continue to so times like this, if it happens, you don't have to worry if you got to close your doors when this is over. Because some people are thinking about, oh, I ain't going to be able to make it. Some restaurants are thinking that. Well, you know what? This the blessed part about this. You're in control on whether your business make it or not. It's up to you. So you got to change the way you think now in order to be productive tomorrow. So let's get with it. Let's make it do what it do. And let me read what Mr. Donnie says. Yes, Christ is only an opening to opportunities, to your solution. What the world needs is you. Don't die without giving them what's in you. And many people are in the grave right now. Some wealthy people have taken their wealth to the grave, and some have died with it in them because they never taken the time to get it out. Don't let that be you. Don't do that. Don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? God gave it to you to be a blessing to others. So I pray that this helped you in some way. I'm looking forward to getting back on the live. So many of y'all popping on now. Hey, Prophet, how are you? God has positioned me in such a way that I can be a blessing to others. And I want to be that blessing. So let me read what you wrote, Sharon. So many of our beauty cultures are learning from this. Sharon is it is sharing. And you know what? And we've got to learn to share. it's one thing for me to have some stuff and know some stuff, but it ain't for me. It's for me to give. So I don't mind, I really don't mind. Some people will listen to this and some will turn a deaf ear. But he that have an ear, let him hear. So I'm not gonna worry about those that's not gonna jump on it or do it. And that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes you have to let people stay where they are. Some people can only go as far as this will take them. If they can't see no farther than where they are, then they're going to remain. I do, Sharon. And Sharon, you have shared with me. And I'm so grateful for that. So we're going to share some more. I was talking country, some more. And get this information out. It is vital that we do this. And I'm looking forward. I'm going to talk with different ones. That's why you are sharing. And I appreciate it, Arnetta. So we're gonna get together and try to get these powerful women on that have the information that we need so we can be empowered and continue to do our very best. I am so thankful. And you know what? When people say, Suzette, how in the world how are you going to make it? People, listen, it was already set in place. It was already set in place. That's why I took the initiative to take my hair products to another level. So now my hair products take care of me. I took my P2P Institute to online so it reached other people that I can't get to. And it's taking care of me. I don't hear my husband complaining about it because it's taking care of him. Amen. So, and we're learning and we're teaching this also in our church. Hopefully our members will catch on, whatever their business is, hey, do the proper things to get it done. You need insurance. Many of us are married and our husbands work and they make they pay the insurance. My husband getting ready to retire. So now, again, I had to put some insurance and get insurance put in place, Arnetta, so that me and Donnie won't have to worry about that or none of that. See, you got to do that. Come on. You got to do that. It's one thing to say you're a business, but to do what's right. And, so if they look, when they look me up, as a business, all my credentials are there. Why? Because I sat down, filled out paperwork, did everything that needed to be done to get everything legitimized. And the reason why I did, and you know what? I couldn't tell everybody what I was doing because some people think, what you're doing may be crazy. Well, you ain't got to do all that. I ain't got no money for all that. Well, I couldn't afford not to do it. Because you see what's going on now. So I don't worry about how I'm going to make it or if my finances is going to still flow in this house because it is. And the reason why, because you set yourself up right. You don't cry over spilled milk. You can't put it back in the glass either. It's just spilled. You either going to get it up or just look at it on the floor. But so you're not going to wait. Don't wait till crisis come. Hey, Dr. T. You got to set yourself in position right now. I didn't have to do a whole lot of advertising for some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your life will speak for you. A lot of times we like for people to pat us on the back, tell us how great we are and all of that. That's not even necessary because right now, all of us sitting in the house. Okay, but if you sit up and get your stuff together, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You don't have to tell them you have this, that, and other. The proof is in the pudding. Stop trying to look for people to love you outside. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to get your house in order. Put your business in the proper place where you don't have to worry about tomorrow. I used to think I had to have people with me to get things done. And my husband always, and he's such a gentle guy because he's not, he said, Suzette, listen, one of your biggest problems, I hope this helps somebody. One of your biggest problems, you feel like you always got to have somebody with you in order for you to feel like you're doing something. He said, but you know what? You need to get yourself together first. it hurt my feelings, but I didn't want him to see me cry, because, hey, I'm a tough girl. I'm this, listen, all that ain't nothing. I ain't nothing if my stuff ain't right. And I appreciate him for that. It hurt. I ain't going to tell nobody that didn't hurt my feelings because I thought Dr. Robinson got it going on. No, she didn't have nothing going on. And what happened was, I sat down. He said, what you need to do, get yourself right. So I'm telling you, I'm glad I did because this is going on. It's not affecting my house. My lights will be on. My water will run. We will eat. All those things, that's a necessity. If I get sick, I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is being put in place. And so, again, you got to spend money to make money. Because if you don't have these things in place, you need to get them in place. Stop talking about what you, as one of my students used to always say, I'm finna. Finna is not a word. You ain't finna do nothing. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. And that's just how we're living right now. So don't cry. Don't whine. Get your stuff together. Nobody's going to do it for you but you. You take the initiative to get your stuff right. Sandra says, and it's all a tax write-off, people, when you establish your business. You better say that. So, some people say, well, I wonder, am I going to get a stimulus check? I ain't been doing my taxes. I ain't been doing this and that. I didn't even answer them because I didn't feel like I should have. Because I'm going to tell you this. I said, well, if you hadn't been doing, go ahead and start today. Get your business right. Because, it's easy for people to say, hey, I got this business. I'm doing this, that, and the other. And they stuff ain't even together. That's not a business. That's just you talking. So get it together. And the topic tomorrow, when Dr. Diggs get on the line, and I'm going to try to get these other people, I don't know how I'm going to do it. God got to give me wisdom. But we'll work it out. We'll talk. But we're going to talk about let's fix it. Because, it's time to fix it. But I'm going to tell you this. Even before you start, if you hadn't done your vision board, go do it. Work on you first. You cannot get nobody else to do anything until you get yourself together. So first thing you want to do is change the way you're thinking. Because all this information that's going to be given out is going to be good information. But if your mindset is jacked up, it ain't going to do no good to give you this information because you're not going to retain it and you definitely ain't going to do it. So, but if you say to yourself, now, say, listen, I'm going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to take control of my own life. I'm going to put myself in a better position where I can be very successful. Where I don't have to worry about how I'm going to make it or if I'm going to make it. You'll know it. It's a difference in believing something and knowing it. So I pray that this helps somebody. Hey, Genova, you need to call me. I need to talk to you. We need to put ourselves in a better position than where we are. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. And let's get it together. And Sandra, Arnetta, even you, Sharon, because Sharon's smart as a whip too. There's information that we need. We need to we need to make it happen. Why? Because our industry, so I ain't moved by people talking, well, people doing at home, they doing it on YouTube. I don't care about all that. I'm talking about us now, right here. I'm talking about the fact that we're not legally, we're not doing what's right to put ourselves in a better position. That's what I'm talking about. When I hear people say, well, our industry is going down, is it? Why is it? And I don't agree with that statement. It can be as strong as you want it. You just got to want it, and you've got to do what it takes. Because you know what? I'm different from the person that's doing hair at home or doing it without licenses. Because you know what? Legally, you have your stuff to back you up. Okay? So let's change it. Let's make it happen. Tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Time. And let's talk about it. Y'all have a blessed evening. If you want to talk to me, my email is wigsbysuzette64@gmail.com. Also, you can send, you can hit me up on Facebook or whatever, but I hope this information really helps someone. All you people out there saying you got business, and even, before I get off, those of you that's booth rentals and all of that, you need to have your stuff together too. Because, see, really, you're a business all by yourself as an individual. And you need to have your stuff legitimized as well. So let's do things right. Let's do things right. Y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to you later. Live.